Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. This is the Pfister Astron, and I'm about to find out if it'll off-road. The contract DLC vehicles continue, and we'll even have like a postseason. We just keep adding vehicles to the list of stuff we want to test that we never tested before. We're mixing in some older vehicles in with the DLC vehicles, but it all still works the same. We take all of the DLC vehicles. Oh, I really wanted that hiker. We take all of the DLC vehicles up and down the mountain. And then at the end of the season, we will take the two fastest and the two slowest and race them. Totally different thing with off-road with races. Yeah, it's still the same mountain, but it's a whole different ball game at that point. And it's a lot of fun, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But we still have quite a few vehicles. I think there's like 6 more from the DLC. Some that haven't released, and some we just haven't even tested. Like some that came out on the day of the update that we didn't test. We did them in the snow, but haven't come back and done them yet in regular Will It Off-Road. So, hey. Yes, come hang out with us on the Vainglorious Discord server, because if you play on PC and you remember the Vainglorious Discord server, you can join us for a recording of Will It Off-Road and other community videos. Join us in live streams, all kinds of fun stuff. And even if you don't play on PC, we have console players as well. We would love to have you join our community. Speaking of things we would love to have you do, that's playing Will It Off-Road Bingo. The link is in the description down below. Once you get to that webpage, click on Generate New Card, and then tap or click on the things that happen in the video. And if you get bingo, put it in the comments down below, and you can be like our 5th, maybe 6th winner ever. I can't keep count of how many there's actually been. Other people remember that information, not me. But yeah, I've never won Will It Off-Road Bingo, and I make the freaking videos, so I play. So you should as well. I don't play while I'm recording the voiceover, though. I come back to it later. But it's a lot of fun. The Astron, not a bad little SUV. It does fine around a racetrack. What is it, like the 3rd fastest around a racetrack now? I don't remember what it is at top speed. And it does all right here on the mountain as well. So it has some off-roading chops. Obviously, being a sporty SUV, not a lot of ground clearance, so you don't want to take it through deep water. But as far as its capability in the dirt and on inclines and to handle the bumps and the jumps that you encounter on this type of terrain, it's doing great. I mean, we're here at the top, just barely at the 2-minute 30 mark. So, yeah, fantastic performance from the Astron, whatever. We are up 2 minutes, 37 seconds. So, Will It Off-Road? Yes, the hiker. I don't know who hit the hiker. It's dead hiker entering from the left of the frame. That was great. So, we got up the mountain really quick, making the Astron the new #1 SUV in the game in terms of climbing the mountain. That is out of 17 SUVs that we have tested so far. 1.7 seconds faster than the previous champ, which, believe it or not, was the... Thanks, whoever that was the Benefactor Serrano. However, lined me up to take out a hiker really well. So yeah, 1.7 seconds faster than that. Just proving that, yeah, nobody's really honking their horn. It was just desync. Everybody then, when I mentioned it in-game, honked their horns and it stops. So that's usually all you have to do when that happens. Little pro tip there. But yeah, so with it only being 1.7 seconds faster than the Serrano up the mountain, but incredibly faster than the Serrano around the track, it just goes to show that being the quickest does not always mean you're going to be the best, because with the lead that it has over the Serrano around the track, you would think it would be much quicker up the mountain. But no, a lot more factors come into play than just acceleration and top speed and all that. It all really comes together on the mountain, I think, more than anywhere else, really testing the vehicles. Granted, how many people, I have no idea what happened there. So yeah, that's twice in one video that NFM sent Sven flying off the mountain. Anyways, it is 26th overall, so making the top 30, not bad. It puts it in the top 10%. Because we have tested 326 vehicles as of this video. It is 200ths, so 0.02 seconds slower, sorry, than the Calico GTF, and 0.2, so 2/10 faster than the Night Shark. So not bad performance. Not bad performance at all. You know, Calico's pretty quick up the mountain, and that was tested pre-nerf. I'm not going to go back and retest the vehicles that have been nerfed. Rockstar changes way too many vehicles after I test them. And let's face it, nobody uses this database the way they use Bruffy's information. So I don't see the point in retesting unless, like, suddenly, like, a hardcore off-roading community surfaces out of the woodwork and uses my videos as reference points, which, let's face it, that's never going to happen. Hardcore off-roaders don't care one bit about this. But it is a good test of off-roading, everything except the water. It really, really is. We are down 2 minutes, 41 seconds. Almost took out a car. Somebody's flying over to the left. Yeah, that was going to be a bad landing, so we just went ahead and cut away. Nobody needed to see that. Back at the top of the mountain, where we fling the vehicle off this side of the mountain and see what type of damage it sustains. This is usually the most fun part of the video, the most laughs we had. And you can hear those laughs, and you can even see the bits that we edit out. Well, that I edit out. There's just me that edits these. There's we in the video, but only me that edits. By becoming a channel supporter, that gets you access to the behind-the-scenes version of the video that I post in the Vainglorious Supporters channel on Discord. And you can get that one of three ways. First of all three of those services, you need to have them linked, your respective one, to your Discord for it to work, and then you'll get access to the Vainglorious Supporters channel. But whether you become a member here on YouTube, just click on join at any of the three levels, doesn't matter. Or become a subscriber on Twitch, whether it's with Prime, paid, or gifted. And of course, paid, doesn't matter, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. You get access. Or make a monthly pledge, I believe, of any amount. Double check me on that one, though. It says on Patreon. It might be at the $5 level that you get the access there. Not 100% certain. It should be any amount, though. Let's face it, it really should be. All three of those get you access to that supporters channel. Oh my god, this is so bad going down this mountain. And then you too can see and hear all the shenanigans that take place in our Discord conversation while we record Will It Off-Road and other community videos. Tried to clear the wood pile. Astron just wasn't having it. However, it was having one less door. We are down 1 minute, almost 36 seconds. So let's take a look at the damage. All the lights gone. Most of the windows are missing. The front bumper, the hood and trunk, and rear doors are gone. We left them somewhere up the mountain. There is engine damage. There was an engine rattle. Bent wheels and some minor body damage. There's some ripples here and there. So we'll call it minor body damage. Of course, we're going to take a look at our support vehicles, which is a bunch of Pfisters. Donkey was in one, but he changed. He likes to change vehicles midway through Will It Off-Road. But that brings us to our next vehicle. The Obey I-Wagen. I-Wagen. That's how us Americans say it. I-Wagen. If you're German, it'd be I-Wagen. Right? Right? Ooh, cop car. Is he like clocking speeders over there? I think Hobo had that. All electric SUV. You know, this is where, you know, the lack of top speed doesn't really matter because this thing is slow. I went past my divot and then had to back up. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention, I guess. I think I was too distracted by the monster truck on the woodpile. That and the log in the middle of the road that I had to shoot several times with my up and atomizer to get it out of the road. But so this is, you know, a nice quiet run. We can use our inside voice or maybe our golf narrator voice. No, that's bad. That's bad. Everybody already tells me my videos are soothing enough. If I started talking like this in all my videos, I would put my entire audience right to sleep. Wake up! And, yes. Sorry, that was rude. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, the I-Wagen is a bit of a disappointment, you know, in general. As far, you know, the lack of top speed. And just the lack of just the lack. You know, it's a good looking SUV. I like the looks of it. But I think it's going to be one of those vehicles I forget that I own pretty quick. It sits in my Obey garage with a bunch of other Obeys that I very rarely drive. It's just kind of the way it goes. Every once in a while I'll get one of the Obeys out, but it's not often. But hey, at least we have 2 Obey SUVs now. And one of them actually looks kind of like an Audi, which is the real life equivalent. So there's that. Oh, look at that. An Avenger appears in the video. You can mark that off on your World Off-Road bingo cards if you have the Avenger tile. If not, I'm sorry, but it does pop up sometimes. Which is why I got mine out, because the past several times that I have failed to win bingo, it's always because there wasn't an Avenger. So I'm like, damn it, I'm getting an Avenger out. Of course, you know, it probably won't be on my card either now, so whatever. But at least I made the effort. I try to stack these videos the best I can to try. Oh, there's 2 Avengers. Too bad it doesn't appear twice on the card. You can even hear them running from here, their engines, because the Obey I-Wagon is just so quiet. And I don't know where everybody else is. I mean, granted, the I-Wagon's doing really well up the mountain, but it seems like everybody else is pretty far behind me. If they were close, I'd hear their engines. Because we heard the Avengers from pretty far away. So if a car was anywhere near me, I'd hear it. So yeah, I think somehow I got away. Maybe it was Calamity and Chaos. I don't know. Watch the behind-the-scenes version of the video, and you'll know. And then I'll know, too. Anyways, we're up with the I-Wagon. 2 minutes. 38 seconds. Yeah, it was almost a catastrophe. So will it off-road? Yes, look at that, magically up at the top. With the power of YouTube editing. Somebody just running alongside the scene. And I don't know what happened right there. I just turn around and there's a car on its side. So I think that's hobos. I don't know how it happened, but it was pretty funny to turn around and see that there. So, heading back down, want to be careful. Oh, Donkey's in an electric car as well. Nice. Oh, God. I got Monster Truck. Lost a couple windows because of that. By the way, NFM Racing has a version of this as well from his perspective. This very video. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description if I forget. And Charlie, if you watch this, feel free to drop a link to your video in the comments. It's not a problem. And, you know, while you're at Charlie's channel, NFM Racing's channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Watch a few of his videos all the way through, start to finish. Click the like button on those. Yeah. Show the guy some love. He's trying to grow a YouTube channel. And that's hard, especially in this day and age. Even harder than when I got started 7 years ago. It's hard to believe it's been almost 7 years. In April, it'll be 7 years. So, yeah. There's Sven. Hi, Sven. You've been taking unconventional lines, or did your 9F just die? That's a stolen 9F, by the way, which is, we all know, the second best vehicle to use to get up the mountain. The first best vehicle to use to get up the mountain is a stolen Infernus. If you get that reference, you get that reference. If you don't get that reference, then you just don't get that reference. And I'm not going to explain G-Fred to you. Oh my God, the hiker nearly took me out. Holy crap. We do G-Freds on my YouTube live stream. Every Saturday afternoon, right here on YouTube, we stream GTA Online and sometimes other multiplayer games. We usually knock out daily objectives and then jump into a playlist, have a lot of fun. And at the very end, we always do a G-Fred. Different variations. So we do G-Fred, we do Derf G, sometimes we do Derf G-Fred. Sometimes we do a custom vehicle Fred, where we can race our own custom vehicles in it. But it's a lot of fun. The G-Fred gods don't like me at all. But I still have a lot of fun. The one on the day that I'm recording this voiceover was Calamity. The G-Fred gods were like, hey, let's give them all 9Fs. But it was really an inside joke because we were then cursed with bad luck, except for one. And you'll just have to wait for that VOD to come out. It'll be out in like a week after this video goes live, not even. So you'll just have to wait for the VOD to come out if you weren't there for the live stream. We're down 2 minutes, 31 seconds. So we're going to go to the back to the top of Mount Chiliad, say bye to the Avengers, and fling this all-wheel drive electric monstrosity off the side of the mountain. Somehow my hood got banged up. I don't really know what happened there. Sometimes I watch the whole video through as I'm editing. Sometimes I just scrub forward to the key points where I need to make cuts. And I scrubbed forward to the key points where I need to make cuts on this one. So I'm actually seeing some of this for the first time in a week. I'm doing the editing and voiceover the day before we record next week's World Off-Road. So, yeah. YouTube times week. I'm getting beat up by a monster truck. And I'm not enjoying it. The I-Wagen, I'm not enjoying it either. Look how beat up this thing is. On my roof. Oh, but the monster truck missed me. I'm having trouble getting turned over. Look at all this. And bumpers and doors and hoods and trunks. Oh, that's beautiful. That I'm so glad I got stuck there for a second, because that was just a wonderful sight to behold. It spun out on somebody's hood there. There's still body parts up here even. Oh my gosh. This is now, and here's why. Look at the calamity. Look at Hobo's tricky car. Oh my gosh. What's that thing called? The Obey? Yeah, it's an Obey something. I can't remember. It's night right now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, so. I failed to thread the needle. I said it's 1 o'clock in the morning, then gone. I am tired. Whoa! Okay, I'm up here now. This is good. What is that? The Obey? It'll come to me. This is a video. I can't think of it. You're going to put it in the comments and be like, moron, it's this. It's been a game forever. And I know. And I just can't think of its name right now, okay? It's like sometimes I look at my cat and call it by the dog's name or call the dog by the cat's name. It happens. But check out what else happens. Over the wood pile, that's right. 2 minutes, 16, 17, 18 seconds, and we're down. It got hit one last time. As we're down, let's take a look at the damage on the I-Wagen. All the lights are gone. Most of the windows are gone. The front fenders are gone. The bumpers are gone. The doors are gone. The hood and the trunk are gone. There are bent wheels, and there is moderate body damage. And of course, we will once again wait for the very slow spin around shot to go, or maybe I just read it off really quick this time. There we go. Speed it up, Brandon. There are support vehicles, and you can see somebody was about to shoot an up and atomizer right there. That is literally 1 frame before it fired, and everything went flying because of it. And Donkey wasn't really driving away. This was just more desync. He was, for him, actually still in the lineup there. So, who knows? Anyways, guys, that does it for this week. Next week, we'll be doing the brand new Granger and the very old Grangers. So, should be interesting to see the new versus the old. But until then, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.